Okay, let's just get started. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Today's show is going to be a little bit off because I just got a call that my son has pink eye, so I need to go pick him up after today's show. So I'm kind of like, oh. But we're just going to start off. I genuinely thought we had found all the audios, and excuse me. Apparently, it's funny because this audio that I'm about to play is related to the restraining order from yesterday. So Amber Heard got a restraining order against Johnny Depp, and then she broke the restraining order. Okay? And here's the outcome.
I'm dying. What have you done with us? Do you love me? Please do love me. Is this how you want it to end? Is this how you want it to end? I don't understand. Is this what you want?
No. Oh, no, a hug will save it all. All this, everything you just been through.
I just wanted to touch you.
Really? After all this shit you just said?
I just wanted to give
After
you
all
a
this
hug.
shit you fucking used me up, you want to touch me?
Please stop. Please stop. Please, I just wanted to hug you and say bye. I wanted to take you back.
I gave you everything I did. I did everything I could do to make you happy. It wasn't. You don't want to get it.
I wanted you. I didn't. I wanted
Oh,
you.
you fucking love me. You don't fucking love me.
I used to love you.
I used to.
You know what? Well, keep it in past tense, kid. Call it, write it off the mistake.
I used to love you. And then she says loved, past tense. So, I don't know, like, it's just so, it's not even unbelievable. That's not even the word for it. It's just, like, disillusion. It's like a disillusion, dude. Like, you can't believe that this person wants to come out here into the public and play this victim game and just pretend that she's the person that's being abused and she was the one that was, oh no, like, oh, it's me, I'm the victim, I was screamed at and he was toxic to me. And then we go and find so many audios excuse me, we find so many audios of their private life, and it's nothing like what she's saying. And it's like a disillusion, man. That's all it is, because like, now that we've heard all these audios, we know exactly what happened. We know exactly who the abuser is. We know exactly what's going on. And we still have people that will sit there and say, well, it was mutual. Well, they were toxic to each other. Well, da 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 da. Like, just you know what? All those people that keep on saying mutual abuse, I would respect you more if you just came out and said, yes, I'm trying to make excuses for Amber Heard. I'd respect you more if you said that, because it's so obvious what you people are doing. It's so obvious. And you know what? At this point, we're so deep into this case, it's almost like it's just drowned out. That's how it is. Because there's so many people that just know what the truth is. They can see the truth right in front of them. They can understand who the abuser is. And they don't believe that bullshit about mutual abuse. Just the way that they shouldn't. That's a total cop-out. It's a total cop-out. Mutual abuse. Like, I could bet you anything it wouldn't be mutual abuse if everything was flipped and it was Amber Heard's finger that was cut off and it was Amber Heard with photos of all jacked up on her face and having burn marks on her face. None of those people would be saying it's mutual abuse. None of them. Because if it was all physical violence from Johnny and only verbal, what is it? What do they call that? Verbal abuse. Verbal abuse from Amber Heard. You think those same people would be saying, oh, it's mutual? No, they'd be saying, put Johnny in jail. Oh, we took it. And that's what we'd all be saying if those were real. If it was really real that Johnny Depp did all that shit to her, yeah, we would all be saying that. But nobody would be saying mutual abuse. So I'm not going to sit here and say I don't want to hear that bullshit anymore, because they're going to keep on saying it. There's people out there that they can't accept that the woman is wrong. They can't accept it, and they'll never accept it because it goes against their personal standards, their their personal view of the world, that the woman is always the victim, the man is always the aggressor, and that's just the way they view the world. So we're going to move on. Now we have TMZ. Now this video is directly from the TMZ TikTok page. So yesterday people were trying to say, oh no, TMZ corrected themselves, once they found out that Amber Heard was full of shit, like they came out and they corrected themselves. Well, this sure as hell doesn't sound like it.
TMZ has obtained a never-before-seen photo of an alleged injury that Amber Heard says Johnny Depp inflicted himself.
He wears a lot of rings. I remember kind of just feeling like my lip went into my teeth.
What?
And it got a little blood on the wall.
Oh.
Just that simple, a little bit of blood on the wall.
As you just heard, she was referencing his rings. As we've seen, Johnny Depp does in fact like to wear rings. She claims that he backhanded her and split her lip. Now, they apparently were texting about this. These texts were referenced during her testimony. They were referencing a quote-unquote disco bloodbath. Johnny Depp's team says it's BS, that this photo was taken in 2012. She had previously testified that it happened in 2013.
See? So they even call out the rings thing. They even call out her own testimony about the rings thing. But you expect me to believe that Johnny Depp, with all those damn rings that he has on, he backhanded her, and all that happened was a little slit in her lip like that. I've already done a video on that, and I've already owned this woman on that. Okay, if he had, and I'm not going to say that point again. I'm not. We already know about the rings. We already know about the damage that rings would do. If somebody hit you in the face with rings, it wouldn't look like that. So I'm not even going to waste my time on this woman. But for people that are out there saying, no, TMZ, like they knew, like they corrected themselves. No, they didn't. They're just out here and they're just trying to play it the way that they want to play it. And they shouldn't even have released the photo in the first place because it was from a trial. Okay, so but I highly doubt that someone like Amber Heard is going to be held accountable for that, for leaking a photo from a trial. You think she's going to be held accountable for that? I don't think so. Not in the slightest. So let's move on. Now this one's pretty good. I was the only one that gave a shit in this relationship. She didn't give a shit. She took a shit all over his bed. Ugh. To think, let me get one thing very clear. To think that people are going, like not people, but to think that her supporters are going to think that she can come back from this. That after this trial is over, people aren't seriously going to say, Amber Heard? Yeah, Amber Heard. Who, that woman that shit on her husband's bed? Yeah, Amber Heard. Oh, no, she's fucking crazy. You think that people aren't going to be talking like that? What do they think is going to happen after this case? What exactly do these people think? What? Do they think that this case is going to be over, whether she wins or loses, and then all of a sudden the people from Disney, and they're going to be making Aquaman 3, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, what about Amber Heard? Like, do they think that she's just going to be getting roles and movie roles, or like, what do they think is supposed to happen after this? Because it's not going to end well, man. I said it already. It's not. It is not going to end well. It doesn't matter even if she, let's just say for hypothetical, let's say she wins and she gets the $100 million from him. Well, then she's never going to need to work again because he's paying her. So she's never going to need another movie again. So then the other side of the coin, let's say she loses and she has to pay him $50 million. Where the fuck is she going to get that money from? She can't get another movie because nobody's going to watch a movie with her name on it. Either way, I mean, I don't know if that's really a bad thing, the Johnny Depp having to pay you $100 million. That'd probably be like good for her because she's one of those people that just wants to be paid. She doesn't even want to work for her money. She just wants it. That's all she gives a shit about. But let's see what else we got. Oh my God. Now, a lot of people have been asking, like, where are all these people that support her? Here's just a sample of the way they're talking on Twitter. From The Cut on Twitter. Here is a woman recounting in agonizing detail how an extremely famous man allegedly abused her. Well, at least they used the word allegedly. Why in 2022 do so many people seem to hate her for it? Because we know she's lying. You idiot. The Cut, whatever The Cut is, it verified on Twitter. Because everyone knows that she's lying. And I said this yesterday. If this was a normal domestic violence case where the man was actually the abuser and the woman was actually the abused, and there was photo evidence, there was audio evidence. I mean, really, man, with audio evidence, a man saying that I hit you with a door and I punched you in the face, if a man said that in an audio evidence, there would be no questions from anybody, much less even me. Like if we heard an audio of Johnny Depp saying, I hit you with a door and I punched you in the face, and he said that, you really think that people like me would be sitting here? No, man. No. Because I've said it before, this whole men supporting men. Well, you only want to support Johnny Depp because you support men. That doesn't exist. That's not real. We don't do that. Men don't do that with each other. If Johnny Depp was to be proved an abuser, all the men out here would be like, fuck that guy. And I've said that before as well. Because it's true. Because every guy that's out here agreeing with Johnny Depp knows that if this happened to him and he didn't have Johnny Depp money, he'd be fucked. If this happened to me, I'd be fucked. If this happened to you and you're a guy, you'd be fucked. So to sit here and think, well, yeah, you're just supporting him because you're a man, or you're just supporting him because you want to be misogynistic. Dude, we're supporting him because of the evidence. That's why we're supporting him. Next. Now you have to see this excerpt. Apparently, Amber Heard believes she's a better actress than Scarlett Johansson. So it says right here, she tells Britain's Live magazine, I was a far more deserving of my part in the Rum Diary than Scarlett Johansson. She's a good actress and I respect her, but I deserve to get the role instead of her. What are you talking about, lady? What the hell are you talking about? That's Scarlett Johansson. Oh, and by the way, in this next video, wait, do I have it here? I think I have it here. In this other video that I'm about to show after we go through these, she literally looks like Scarlett Johansson. You know what? Fuck it. I'll play it right now. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. You know what? Wait, let's just read that other paragraph. If I was going to lose to anyone, she would be a good person to lose to. But the part of Chenault called for an actress, not a famous person. I worked very hard to get that role, yeah. I auditioned and wrote a letter to the producers and a director about my connection to the part. That's ridiculous. So now, this video, I want you to see. You're going to see how she literally looks exactly like Scarlett Jo, okay? Exactly, splitting image. Excuse me. But what's even worse about this video is the fact that it's another lie from Amber Heard. Proof of her lying, excuse me. Here we go.
I knew who he was. I wasn't familiar, I wasn't a fan of his work. I wasn't familiar with him, but I knew who he was.
Fan of Johnny's growing up?
I mean, who isn't a fan of Johnny's? That's a given. He's been a cultural icon and a talented actor since I can.
Another lie debunked, and here we go. We sit again at the table. We sit again here, debunking her lies again. Excuse me, but that's neither here nor there. Look at her. She looks like the splitting image of Scarlett Johansson. The same exact hair and everything. Like if you were to look fast and then look away, you'd actually think that was Scarlett Jo. Genuinely, look at her. She really, really does look exactly like her. So, now I wanted to end the video with this. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. I wanted to end the video with this. Now, I don't know if this exactly has to do with Amber Heard, but this does have to do with the type of women that support her. And this does have to do with men. Y'all have to keep your fucking eyes open for this type of woman. So check this out. So then, whatever. And I'm going to say this name exactly so that way y'all can go see it on Twitter. Lilith1_FDS. Okay, Female Strategy Podcast. So this woman is like hardcore female feminist hardcore, okay? Now listen to what they say. Some men do this thing where they blow up in anger to try and scare the woman into backing down. What they don't know is that sometimes I deliberately provoke men so that I can point to this angry reaction. See, he's unhinged, making it easier for me to fire him. She goes on to say, when a male employee starts giving me attitude or shit testing me, I needle him on purpose to get under his skin until he rage quits or blows up and says something worth firing him for. So tell me again how we're not supposed to be on the lookout for toxic women. Tell me again. Now, I understand that this person is probably a minority of the entire female gender. I do understand that. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this still exists. That doesn't take away from the fact at all. And this is someone that has made a podcast around this notion. This is an entire template of a podcast that they're doing this way. Anti-men, we hate men. And then they go and admit this as if nobody's ever going to find out. What the fuck? One more time, just the first tweet. Some men do this thing where they blow up in anger and try to scare the woman into backing down. What they don't know is that sometimes I deliberately provoke men so that I can point to his angry reaction like, see, he's unhinged, making it easier for me to fire him. This is a boss. This is a manager somewhere at some job, in some office. This is someone that has authority. So I don't want to ever hear that bullshit again about, well, you know, you're just like misogynist and you just want to point out how women are, you're just trying to point it out how women are. No. What do you mean? I don't have to point out shit. Okay, because not only have we had Amber Heard being violent to Johnny Depp, then we had Blac Chyna being violent to Rob Kardashian. Okay, and I did a video on that as well. And now we have this? So am I spotlighting all these things, or are all these things just happening? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? Because that's a fucking joke, man. And for all you men out there, now you even know that this is someone that has authority in the workplace. This is a manager, someone that manages other people. And it literally says, making it easier for me to fire him. I'm just going to leave it there. That's sad. And all y'all women that are out there, and you want to know the thing is, all of these women know a woman like that. They know a woman like that, and they probably won't call her ass out. Like, they probably just say, oh, yeah, she's fucking, Like, do you know how Tracy is? Like, No. You're supposed to call her ass out and let HR know that the fucking manager you have is a bitch. Not just because she's a woman, you're not going to say anything. You're not going to be like, oh, Tracy is, No. If someone was to be able to prove that in an investigation, this person would be fired and, I don't know about arrested because it's like, not illegal in that way. But in the workplace, that right there, come on. Give me a break. That's a joke. Give me a joke. And that right there, man, that's why, not necessarily the reason I'm here, but that's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of these women are like that. And these women, oops, I'm sorry. It's very simple. When I say these women, if you're not like that, then I'm not talking to you. Very simple. So I'm going to leave it there. What a Friday. So Monday's going to be crazy. Amber Heard is coming back on the stand. I believe she's still going to be with her attorneys. And I'm not sure about Cross yet, so we'll find out next week. But we're going to have a lunch video, and I'm going to have a video in the afternoon. So we're going to go double trouble every single day for the rest of the trial, and we're going to make this shit happen. It's going to be amazing. So thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. I believe we're at like 18 or something. I don't know. We're going to see what happens next week, because I think that Amber Heard is going to break down on the stand. I genuinely do. And I want to see it. So yeah, like I said, thank you for liking and subscribing, and we will catch you next time.